through the years. I think that intensity has come at the expense of being perceived as a nice guy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, winning has a price.
And four-time world champion, Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen, obviously today in qualifying their second place. Carlos just picked you towards the end. Sum up the qualifying session for us. It looked really tricky out there for the drivers.
You Max! You Max! You Max! You Max! You Max!
I challenge people when they don't want to be challenged. Now, that means I had to go in there and get in your ass a little bit, and I did that. When people see this, they're gonna say, well, he wasn't really a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Oh, well, that's you, because you never won anything. Look, I don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because it is who I am. That's how I played the game. That was my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way.
When I saw Max Verstappen casually drift a Formula 1 car in his rookie testing session during free practice in Brazil 2014, I immediately recognized that he might become a really good racing driver. But after the 2015 Singapore Grand Prix, I knew he was going to be an absolute monster.
You don't need to do that.
Okay, we need to swap positions. No! Max, just do it.
Many people were debating if he should have given the place back to Carlos. Now, whether it was the right thing to do or not, it was his answer after the race that showed me the mindset of a true winner.
We heard the team on the radio at the end telling you to let your teammate through. You gave them a pretty clear no. Why did you not let him through?
I mean, I was one lap behind, and then at the end I come back as a leading car, and I was chasing the guys in front of me, so for me there was no reason to let him go by.
You know why they asked you to let him go?
I don't know, I still have to speak to the team.
How much trouble are you going to be in?
I don't know, I'm very happy with my position.
Great race, well done.
Some people called it unsporting or arrogant, but that's not what I saw. I saw a young 17-year-old guy stand up for himself when the whole world was judging him. And in that moment, he displayed belief in self and a burning desire to not only compete, but to win. And it made me think of another upcoming young man who said this.
A victory. Do you think, to me, that comes off as a little cocky or brash, especially talking to the other guys on tour that have been out here for years and years and years, and, certainly an incredible amateur record, but what do you say to those guys?
Well,
when you come out here, you know what I'm saying, your first pro tournament, you say, I can win.
Oh, I understand that. I've always figured that why go to a tournament if you're not going there to try and win? There's really no point in even going. That's the attitude I've had my entire life, and that's the attitude I will always have. As I would explain to my dad, second sucks, and third's even worse. That's just a feeling.
But on tour, that's not too bad sometimes, though.
That's not too bad, but I want to win. That's just my nature.
You'll learn.
I understand this kind of mentality might rub some people the wrong way, and that's fine. But I like athletes that are obsessed with what they do. Athletes who absolutely despise losing. Those who go day in and day out perfecting their craft and always demand more out of themselves and the people around them. So if there's a way to win, they will find it by any means necessary.
Yeah, the Alpine doesn't let me by.
Well, if he's going slow, he should be on the left-hand side. Don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, he's not.
Still got 3 cars to get to SC2. You need to overtake.
Yeah, he doesn't let me, mate. He's there.
I know a lot has been said about the way Jos raised Max, but if you look at the mental resilience Max has displayed over the years, that has to be a product of that upbringing. Things like making Max maintain his own kart so he knows all the parts and what they do, or keeping him on the track when it was raining or cold while the other kids went inside. Jos would make Max race him and let him defend or try to overtake him. He was setting up rules for overtaking in races so Max learned to do switchbacks or drive different lines. He often changed the setup of the kart, not telling Max what he did and make Max figure out what he changed by feeling the ride. Or sometimes he told Max he changed something, but he really didn't, so Max couldn't just be guessing, and that made him understand the mechanical aspects of racing. Being so tough on Max also made him more capable of dealing with outside criticism. Because from when he was 16 years old, he always had the world watching over his shoulder, like the media saying he was too young to be in F1 and would be dangerous. Or established drivers calling out his aggressive defending and being scrutinized for unnecessary crashes with other drivers during the early parts of his career, even earning him the nickname Verstappen for a while. But where other young drivers might have buckled under the pressure, Max did no such thing. Because when you believe in yourself, it doesn't matter what other people are saying about you. Being headstrong means not letting your failures define you and your successes not soften your will. And having an iron resolve will always make you prove that you belong.
Oh no! Nicholas Latifi has crashed, and I think that is at turn 14. And coming into the pits, Max Verstappen. Hamilton stays out. Set the soft tyres, waiting for him to go onto that Red Bull car. Yes, it is.
Box. Negative.
What's the situation behind
So, situation is, Verstappen has pitted, he had a free pit stop, we would have lost track position to him.
Is he right behind me?
He will be.
With new tyres.
Copy Lewis, we would have lost track position if we had pitted.
And lapped cars will not be allowed to overtake.
Cancel that. Lap cars will not be allowed to overtake.
Yeah, of course. Typical decision.
Race control are now saying lapped cars to overtake the safety car.
And it's ending. And it's ending. Wow.
Michael, this isn't right.
It has left Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen side by side. We're going to have one lap of racing to decide the championship in 2021. Verstappen has the faster, fresher tyres. Where can Verstappen try and get past Hamilton? Is Verstappen far enough back? He's going to make the lunge down the inside. Hamilton sees him coming. It's a late lunge by Verstappen, who takes the lead of the race. Controversy is ending with controversy.
No, Mikey, no, Mikey, that was so not right.
Mercedes not happy. Red Bull will be delighted. They have shared a brilliant championship battle, but the championship can only be won by one, and it's going Dutch in 2021. Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world.
As soon as that checkered flag fell, I could see the future. I predicted a couple of things were going to happen after this result. Number one, even though by no fault of their own, this controversial outcome will have people blaming Max and Red Bull and dispute his championship. Number two, non-Max fans are going to dislike Max even more. The reason I say even more is that leading up to the 2021 season, Max was already not a really popular driver amongst casual fans. In my opinion, one of the reasons was because Max was partially responsible for Daniel Ricciardo leaving the Red Bull team. Daniel was a fan favorite and the star of the popular Netflix show Drive to Survive. DTS has played a big part of making Formula One mainstream and accessible to new fans. If you don't know the show, it takes real-life narratives from Formula One and makes them more Hollywood, sometimes blurring different races and things that were said together to make them more dramatic and keep fans engaged. During the first couple of seasons, they were pushing the Daniel versus Max narrative pretty hard and mostly portrayed Max as the antagonist, which I kind of get from a production angle due to Max and Daniel's clashes in Hungary and Baku, and the fact that Max wanted nothing to do with Drive to Survive and didn't give any interviews didn't help. So I fully understand why new fans might have seen Max as some kind of villain by basing their opinion off that show. Now when you combine this with his fierce racing, his over my dead body style defending, unapologetic character, and now just winning one of the most controversial championships in Formula One history, for fans, this sealed his fate of being one of the most disliked drivers on the grid. So in spite of the great moments Max produced during the 2021 season and before, Max was getting booed almost everywhere, being called a fake champion, and Red Bull called out for being cheaters. So sadly, my predictions came true. But I also made a third prediction. If Red Bull would give this man a car capable of winning races on a regular basis, he would become unstoppable. So many of them still didn't see it coming, but I already saw it back in 2015. This guy is an absolute monster.
If you're talking to artists, gigs better pop up in your thoughts as an artist. Taught in the market, everybody wanna know what walk in the park is. Walk in the party, sport in the morning. Half of the crowd all snorting my Charlie. So the bartender sold the Panani. Chicks looking at me like, talk to me, darling. Hollering man, winking, smiling, and wanna attack, man. I think these ladies loving my black gang. Everyone's suit, same color as Batman's, flipping like a quarter a brick. Bag 28 with a thought of a gish. Anybody thinks they can talk to my clique when I'm covered in red like a portion of chips. Pour me a drink. Big fur jacket, that's the thoughts of a pimp. I used to be quiet, did I saw anything, so I had to run right when I bought me a ting. Walk with my ting, peddling morphine. Them times there I was licking out more green. Skip a couple years, 07 the story. Now I'm all around with some heavy Dior jeans. Looking for glory, wanna beat me so they can tell you a story. It will get bloody and it will get gory. Clapped in the neck like Amanda in So Free. Yeah, I got my something there upon me. So much trips, I love a weaponry orgy. Feds tried to hit me for a murder, but it could have been the man that had the weapon before me. B, white and green, I've been peddling all free. Drop P, a box, it was just under 4G. I told her, weigh the tins, that's 2 grams, and weigh the 8's about 4G. Bad man's on the block, spend the young gigs, a mantis of rocks. TV, tiny, Carlton and Jim Jones holding it down while they handle the block. The hoes got my man, them on lock. Stress we handle a lot. Clap your mind, them on what? Me and you are cool, but you can stand there and watch my PYGs. I'll put their hands on your watch. Be easy, I'll put your mans in a box. Young like TB, JJ and Shocks. I treat my little like fam, not a boss. Put my man in my heart, but your man in my wash. Beat couple shots and you ran to the cops. Big 4-5, they couldn't handle the shock. I talk about a handgun a lot, but that one hollow man handles a load. The black gang fam, I handle the load. Me and Foss bagging up grams at the spot. Shots in my grind, getting jumped in my vehicle. All gassed up, now I'm in slang, me a rock. Hollow man handles his job. Feds on the ground, helicopters on top. Beautiful women when I docked in my car. A beautiful woman wouldn't stop getting caught.
He hadn't won since back in Imola. Max Verstappen on the top step in Monza. He's about to celebrate a win in Formula One for the 66th time.
Recently, the fans' opinion on Max has been changing. From something unimaginable like the Tifosi singing his song after a victory in Italy, to getting cheered in Mexico and Brazil, where he mostly got booed the years prior. Now you might ask me, so James, how did this happen? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Some say that it's because of his efforts away from F1, like his charitable sim racing events or racing GT cars around the Nürburgring in his spare time. He earned his license for racing around the Nürburgring like everybody else and did not want any special treatment. And after earning his license, went on to winning his first race with teammate Chris Lullum. Some people might say it was his recent interview with Chris Harris for Ford Performance, which I highly recommend you watch if you haven't seen it. It's just two guys talking about cars and racing, in which Max's laid-back personality away from F1 really shines through.
And I hope people enjoyed the film. And I hope that this disappointing UK view of Max changes a bit, because you know what he does behind the wheel. He's a ruthless winner. He's there to win, but that doesn't mean he's a bad human being.
But I think the biggest reason fans are cheering for Max again is simply because of his skill behind the wheel. Maybe it's the fact Max doesn't have the fastest car anymore, but is still fighting for podiums and victories, and sometimes pulling off amazing pole positions when no one thought it was possible. Also, the dominance of McLaren and their application of the papaya rules has slightly nudged fan favoritism towards Max again. Although I fully understand why McLaren applied these rules, and I'm old enough to remember that they also did this in the past, like the 1998 Australian Grand Prix where Mika Hakkinen messed up his pit stop and David Coulthard had to let him pass to win the race. But for fans, this never feels or looks right and really kills the excitement of a race. Also, I think the reason fans have been rooting for Max again this past year is because of the insane moments he produced. Like the heroic drives in the last two editions of the Brazilian Grand Prix, on which I'm thinking of doing a separate video in the future. In these races, he drove from the back of the grid to the podium and even winning on a rain-soaked track in 2024. But of course also the surprising pole positions in Suzuka, Monza, Silverstone and Baku this year. And not to forget the unbelievable move on Oscar Piastri at the start of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. I mean, just look at some of these reactions.
Max is getting eaten alive. Well done, Oscar. He's covered off Max.
Come on, Piastri. Come on, don't let him bully you.
Max won't be able to get past Piastri here, I don't think.
Max Verstappen, not the greatest start, but let's see how he gets into turn one.
George versus Max down towards turn one. Oh, look at the Ferraris. Why are we looking at the Ferraris?
The Ferraris are fighting.
Something could happen here. Oh my God. No way Russell's going to get it. Oh my God, Max! Max shoves around the outside!
Max around the outside!
What the f***?
Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen goes around the outside into turn one! Oh my God, he's done it!
What a
Oh my God,
that's the greatest move I've ever seen!
Max Verstappen, what a move! Max has actually done it to him.
Oh, Max is through. Wow, damn, that was a great move.
What is that?
Oh my God! Oh my God, he's so good!
That is absolute.
Oh my God! What a move by Max! Holy crap, that was outstanding!
He's done it, chat! Oh my gosh, how do you like yourself some Max Verstappen, chat? Look at that.
What a freak! Nah, Piastri was caught there. That was crazy.
He's actually the GOAT, man. Are you, bro? What was that?
No, that is an insane overtake.
Oh, forensic car positioning, eh? Goosebumps, chat.
I was very familiar with Max Verstappen's game. That should not be surprising to anyone.
That
was unbelievable.
That is the greatest move I've ever seen.
I can't believe how Max just did that all the way around the outside. He's actually a madman.
That is not real. You can't even be mad about that.
That was so good.
No.
That was from nowhere.
Max was nowhere near alongside Piastri.
Having the balls to go for the send.
That is absolutely
How did he make that clean?
ridiculous.
I literally don't know how that happened.
Not being scared of touching the other car. Oh my God.
Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He worked day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. And as time went on, 20 years had passed, and he felt that he had accomplished all that he set out to accomplish. But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very
fickle one. And when he realized that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation. But he realized that's what makes true greatness. Well, the story would be about transformation of a kid looking inwardly to then growing up and understanding the importance of it. If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I don't think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, because you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, you know, moments won't ever come again. To be able to have the power to go back and re-experience those things it's silly to me.
When you take that jersey off for the final time, how do you think you're going to feel?
Very at peace with it, and I'm very thankful for the 20 years that I've had, and ready to go.
So far, Max's journey through the racing world has been a privilege to watch, and hopefully there's many more years to come. It's his unbreakable mentality, hard work and dedication to his craft, and producing magic on a racetrack that makes him simply undeniable. I hope you enjoyed. My name is James, and thank you so much for watching.
Is it the slot?